Hey guys, what's up? It's Vomiting Pineapple and welcome back to a new video. And today this is kind of leading on my how to join scrims, and it is actually where to land in scrims, because I see a lot of people struggling. You know, they think scrims is just a normal game, they land retail or salty, you know, and they just get killed instantly because there's too, you know, it just, you don't land there in scrims. You have to land places where you have to try and survive to the end, because most scrims have a rule that you can't attack till second circle. Otherwise, but you know, it just doesn't work. So today I'm going to be telling you guys actually my favorite places to land and where I almost always survive. So make sure to like, comment and subscribe if you guys enjoyed the video, and make sure to use my support credit code pineapple in the item shop. Anyway, let's get right into it. First on the list we have Junction and Haunted Hills, as you can see on the map. So these are two pretty dead locations, but at Haunted we do have lots of wood nearby, and also underneath Haunted, as you can see, there is a massive forest, which easy to farm mats, definitely a good choice. And Junk is super good for metal, and of course you can rotate down to Haunted, or you can get some cars from nearby. Sorry for my phone notification, it is annoying me as well. And those are two really good locations to land, because not many people go there either, and you want to stay for endgame. You want to enjoy that last circle feeling that you see in streams and stuff. Anyway, next on the list we have these two little places. So they kind of, so if you're jumping Junk or something and you see people going there, you don't really want that, you want to get out of there. Well, here you can see there's two buildings next to Junk. One is full of Quadcrashers, okay, and these Quadcrashers, you can just take one, and there's also some loot there. I think there's a couple of trees like around it, you can see there's some trees, and there's also like a film studio which has lots of pallets and lots of metal and cars. So this is an easy choice. You know, if you're going solo, I definitely recommend going here. No people go here. Very good maps, very good loot, and I would recommend Junction and Haunted only if it was like squads or duo scrims, okay. Overall, a very solid choice for solo scrims. Anyway, so next on the list, I'd like to. This actually is probably my favorite. If you're in solos or duos, I wouldn't recommend it for squads precisely, because it just isn't enough loot. But there's tree houses in the middle of polar, in the middle of the polar place, okay, like the ice caps, you know. So what I do in solo scrims, no one lands here. You know, this is no one, so I just land at the middle one, and then I just rotate down to the other two and loot them, and I end up with solid mats, solid everything. You know, there's probably like 10 chests in total throughout all of them, and there's also some other houses nearby, I just forgot to mark them. But overall, a very solid choice for solos and duos, but not for squads, because there's only 3 houses, and I'd say the maximum is 1 house per person, you know, because you know, I mean, like, yeah, you can only have one, you know, a person has to have at least 1 house, otherwise there's like just no loot, you know. But this is probably my favorite choice for solos. This is where I land most of the time. I should probably upload some gameplay, but yeah, that's my favorite place to land for solos and duos. So the next option here we actually have the mansion and the racing track. The racing track, I'd say, is very good for duos, and if you're in squads you can split up into 2 duos. One goes to racetrack and one goes to this mansion, but sometimes that's not a good idea because other people have the same idea. So I would just everyone go to racetrack, and there's a couple of buildings nearby. There's an abandoned house, and there's also like a petrol station, gas station. So all 4 could easily fit in this Gus or racetrack, and this mansion is just as a backup option. You know, say if you see some people already landing Gus or racetrack, well then you just move over to the house. And there used to be a plane there, but now the new update, as you can see, we have some stuff back. Anyway, let's go on to next. So this is kind of minor locations, probably, you know, a solo place. You can't land here and do those. So you can see there's 2 petrol stations, one near Gus track, and there's also one near the Mexican zone. They're okay in loot. I mean, the metal's pretty good, and the metal and wood are pretty good in both of these. And you know, it's pretty nice, but not much loot. And then in the one near retail, like in between retail and salty, that's really good for wood and stone. And the loot is okay. So these are only solo places. I'd never recommend going here in duos, but definitely in solos. If you're struggling and you know other people are going to be landing at these other spots I've mentioned, definitely go to these little ones. Okay. And then my last options are these. So as you can see, there's a couple more options I actually forgot to say. So first I'll go through these. So Happy Hamlet is on there because Happy Hamlet is great for squads. I'm telling you, it's probably the best location. You've got tons of mats, tons of stone, tons of wood, lots of loot. No one lands there, let me tell you, okay? Easy, and it's on the bottom of the map. You won't be running into people. Second option here is like a little gas station. It's, you know, with the big chair. It used to be a chair, I think now it's a sleigh or something. It's that place. And then on the mountain next to Fatal. So the Happy Hamlet is probably a squad's place. The second one I mentioned with the chair or the other thing, probably duos. I'd say duos, maybe squads at the airbase. And then for the Fatal Mountain, you can definitely fit a duo in there. Okay, a duo can fit in there. And now I'd like to mention some more that I don't have images of, but they are honorable mentions. Okay, so I'd like to say Shifty Shafts is a really good place. Not many people go there. Overall, good for loot. You've got mushrooms, you've got campfires. You might find some other people there, but you can easily, you know, if you're a good player, you can take them out. Next place is the Viking Village and the Villain Base. So the Villain Base is really good for stone, and you got wood right nearby. Pretty good for loot. Maximum 2 people though. Maybe you can fit in 4 if you send 2 to somewhere else close nearby. Then you've also got the football pitch, and this is you've got football pitch, which is like in between Tilted and Snobby. And this place is very good for squads. Definitely squads to duos. Okay, very good. I mean, not so good on mats, but you can just walk around, and next to it is some trees, lots of mushrooms as well. And then I'd say my very last option, this used to be a really favorite place to land for me. There's also cannons there now, is the Haunted House, like next to Pleasant, kind of underneath Haunted Hills. You know, it's got lots of wood around it. Great place to land. Okay, and now it's got cannons, you can rotate, you know, it's great, and I recommend that for solo. And that's pretty much the end of the video, really. If you guys want something else like this, just let me know in the comments for video ideas, because I want to make content that you enjoy, not that just I enjoy making. Okay, and make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and use code pineapple in the item shop, because you guys are insane. I'm serious with that. I really appreciate everyone using my supporter creator code. It means so much right now. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.